This is The Floor is Yours, season number 2.
Whole
This is
live
episode
floor.
number 3. So, as you guys can see, we're getting back into it. So, we want to hear from you guys, okay? So, hit me up, slide in the DMs, leave a comment, however you want to do.
What y'all want to talk about?
Contact us, okay?
Slide.
Let us know what you guys want to talk about. Whatever you guys want to talk about, we'll discuss on the next episode. Even hit me up if you want to be on the show to discuss what you want to talk about.
Yep.
That makes sense, right?
Yep.
Hit me up, slide in the DM, comment, let us know. Whole lot of floor shit.
You got a project coming out? Pull up to the show.
Pull up to the show. We'll get it out there for you. You know
Easy.
what I'm talking about?
We could do a listening party for you. What's up?
Listening part, whatever you need. All right, just let me know. Contact this whole lot of floor shit. All right.
Stupid. I was on the. I remember this like it was fucking yesterday. I was like 8, and I was on the pegs. My cousin was I was gonna say driving. My cousin was riding. I had my meat on his back. I was on the peg. You know how that go.
Wait, you was on the pegs?
Yeah, I was on the back pegs.
Oh, you was on the back pegs. Okay.
Yeah, I ain't riding on the front
Oh,
pegs.
okay.
If you hit something,
Some niggas be all right.
yeah, I don't want to get on the front
Yeah.
pegs. That's
Hey,
that's
be on the
way,
front peg,
and it's
like-
also harder for the
nigga that's
driver.
pedaling,
Yeah,
like-
yeah, trying to look around your big ass.
We was doing that shit. That shit
So we was
dope.
on the on the way home, and a bug. It was just like the smallest little black flying beetle.
Damn.
You know, just like those little annoying, watch out, kind of bugs. Nigga went right.
Damn.
You see it.
Yeah.
You see it. And it's amazing how you see every detail
yeah.
of them going into your face.
You know how you moving slow? That's a
And-
lot quicker than that, but I feel you.
Yeah, it felt like it, right? So the nigga ended up, and you know the bottom of your eyelid, you know, because you trying to rub him around, like
Don't
get the
do
fuck.
that, yeah.
And that nigga, you could feel him through the eyelid. I was,
How'd
you
you
know,
manage that?
kids
Do you, like-
panic. Yeah, that
I
was
killed
fucked
a
up.
butterfly by
Catching him.
I caught him. I had a board, and I glued him to the board while he was alive for decoration. The butterfly. Anyway,
Was it a homework assignment, Keith?
No, this is from my life. I hung it up.
Keith, you're
Like,
a murderer.
No, literally, nigga was alive. Like I crucified this nigga. Like his wings were spread.
Was he one of
like
those
glue.
little brown butterflies?
Oh no.
Oh, it was a big, beautiful monarch?
Yeah, nigga's a
Keith,
beautiful.
those brown ones are easy to catch. You just be like,
Yeah, I hate those. Those are.
even today, and then you get that shit on your hand. Like the real butterflies don't do that to you like that.
Hell no. I love the real butterflies. Yeah, I felt horrible. Like as I got older, thinking about what I did to him, because he was alive for a while.
Yeah, and he went through the cocoon stage, Keith.
Welcome to another episode of The Floor is Yours. This is The Floor is Yours, season number 2, episode number 3.
No, 3 of them things. We back.
We back.
We back. When was the last time I saw you?
Last week, come on, man. Don't come at me with that question. Ain't consistency, all right? 3 in a row.
He told you we was gonna be back, and where we at?
Where we at?
Back.
You missing something, though.
Whole lot of
Oh, come on now.
man,
That's what I'm talking about. We rusty, but we getting back into it, all right?
stupid.
So we do have a bunch of questions for y'all today.
It
as
is
we
a
showed you.
bunch
So
of
we
fucking
just gonna
questions.
throw them at you one by one and see how you guys like it. Like I said before, comment, slide in the DMs, whatever you guys want to talk about next episode. We're gonna get into it. Okay? So
On game.
here we go.
How would you feel if you were pulled up on unannounced? Let's go with the scenario. It's one of the homies, right? It's one of your top 5s,
Okay.
right? And they just pulled up unannounced. You just at home watching a movie by yourself, chilling.
Yeah. So
Debating
that's
on
the
beating your
problem.
meat.
That's the problem right there. If I ain't expecting you to come over, I ain't expecting no company.
Balls out.
I'm looking a certain way. My house is probably fucked up a certain way. If I ain't expecting you, don't come. I don't like surprises.
Niggas.
The polite thing to do would be to let them in, but I wouldn't. No, not at this age. I'd be like, hold on, man.
Nope.
And when I say hold on, nigga, I'm taking my time. I ain't rushing for nobody.
Yep.
I'm taking my time.
I'll be out there. I'm gonna take
Yeah.
a shower.
Hell,
Nah.
that's the worst.
Where you trying to go? I'll leave with you.
Yeah,
I'll leave with you.
I'll leave with you. Yeah,
I'll
for
leave
sure.
with you.
Coming in,
But just
though,
off GP, you know
Yeah.
I'm about to just come sit in the house. If you would have let me know, you can come sit in the house. Cool.
Yeah, if I got some
Perfect.
warning,
I ain't got
kept
nothing to
prepared
do
for you
anyway.
coming.
I'm obviously not doing anything. But if you would have just texted me like, hey, you at home?
Yeah,
5 minutes before you got there?
exactly.
Solid.
Uh,
Speaking of struggling, how important is it to have a male role model?
Oh man, it's very important, man, because there's so much emotional shit that we're like detached from. It's not even a male role model, so like a good male role model.
Yeah. Yeah,
know
because
what
you got a
I'm
lot of
saying?
uncles out there.
Yeah,
Just, you
it's
know.
a good male role model, man, because like our emotions could get so detached, like from certain things, like we were talking earlier, like, oh, telling Grayson, like, oh, it is okay to cry. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, like the word, like the phrase "man up" is so like, or like be a man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that can mean something that you're not realizing. Like, you're basically telling them like it's not okay for you to cry.
It's
or
not okay to
for
do
you
what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's not okay for you
Show
to feel
emotions.
what you're
Yeah,
feeling right
exactly,
now.
Yep.
Yeah.
So like
I
a good
would
male
have
role
to
model is
agree with
like
that.
very important, man. You gotta like. I'm glad I'm one of those people that realize like I don't want to be like my parents, like because some people they grow up and they want to they try
They idolize their
they
parents.
either like just off top just be like their parents just because that's how there's all they seen, that's how they was raised, and they're just like their parents. And then there's those people out there who try their hardest not to be like that, and I tried like not to be like that, and I realized like emotions are like important. And even like in high school and shit like that, I
Yeah.
struggle with emotions, like because
Even today, you struggle with emotions.
I do struggle with it, but like, no, I do struggle with it, but I'm not afraid to get emotional like that. I'm not
Is
afraid
it
to
is
get
it that
emotional.
you struggle with emotions, or you struggle with specifically like that shit loud and quiet at the same time? That's wild.
That's smooth. Like you can hear
That
the
shit
inside of that
nice.
thing.
Yeah. Is it that you struggle with emotions, or you struggle with registering how to handle those emotions, or is that the same thing?
I think I just
Like
came to
you
terms.
handle anger very well.
Yeah.
You don't like blow up and shit like that. You know what I
Well,
mean? So you can handle that.
right.
But as far as like sadness, or
I don't want to
or
call it a struggle. I just predetermine exactly how I'm gonna react to everything that comes my way.
that way you just react that way.
Yeah,
And
like if I know I'm gonna
textbook.
get in an angry, like a situation that's gonna cause me to be angry and stuff like that, I already have like a mechanism for me to act a
Avoid
certain
that.
way. Yeah,
Yeah.
I already know in my head like I'm not about to get angry about this shit. You wasting your breath. Like I already know. So like in even in a situation where that's supposed to make me like extremely like sad or something like that, I know how to control myself in a certain way. And that could be good or bad, like depending on how you look at it. But like, yeah, it's good to like I be crying. Like, don't get me wrong, nigga. I've shed tears as a grown man plenty of times. It's not like I'm the worst.
I be
crying.
hearing people like I haven't cried since I was
Oh,
13,
no.
and
Stop
it's
being
like,
tough, nigga.
like,
It's
bruh,
that's literally
how?
part
How?
of like being a human is crying. Like, yeah.
I think to myself like, bruh, there's so much like there's just so much sad shit going on, like especially if you're looking for shit like the Ukraine war, right?
Yeah.
Everybody, because you see it and it's like Call of Duty, it's just a fucking game, right? But there's actually people fucking dying over
Yeah.
there, and if one side wins, then this is gonna happen and shit like that.
Exactly.
Shit is sad,
Yeah.
right? Innocent babies getting blown up, niggas getting killed in the streets,
Right.
all that shit is sad, and what a lot of people do is detach themselves completely from it. Like I can watch a video on World Star right now of somebody just getting shot dead, and the entire time I'm watching it, I'm not thinking like, oh, this is a video game or this is that, and I'm like, I'm registering what the streets are like,
Yeah.
but it's not necessarily like affecting how I am throughout that day. If I, you know what I mean, like I can disassociate those two. But it still doesn't mean that I guess it's not taking a toll eventually. Like if you just watch or listen to fucking hood music all the time, you might get more irritable.
Yeah,
react a
it
certain way.
depends on like I guess it depends on how much whatever you're listening to or watching hits home.
How much you're- yeah.
you know
Yeah,
what I'm
how
saying?
much you're
Like,
intaking.
if you're fucking listening to something that's like personal to you, then it might hit you differently. But that's cool though. Like as long as like it hits
Like
you.
you
in
hate
some
your
certain type of
ex-wife
way.
and Eminem come on. The Eminem
Exactly.
yeah,
Might hit
it's
you-
like,
might hit
oh,
a
I'm
nigga
on
a
my
little
way to
different.
kill this hoe right
Yeah,
now.
damn, it's tough. Shout out to Eminem.